ish, ooh, ish, ooh, ish, ooh, ish, ooh, ish.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer.
You ready to blow some stuff up?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay, Boomers. We got to share the river with the toes. But we got some 500 grams today. What? We ain't never shot these. What's going on, Jody?
Well, we got 3 500-gram cakes that we're gonna shoot.
I thought we were the channel that did 200-gram cakes.
We are the channel that does anything and everything
Oh, okay.
with fireworks.
I like it.
It's legal. Legal to put on YouTube.
Okay. Okay. Well, more and more qualifiers.
Well,
But-
yeah, you got to. You have to.
Right. All right.
Not that kind of channel.
This stuff is legal.
Right.
Got it.
We're going to start with Chromtastic
Chromtastic.
by Cutting Edge.
Cutting edge.
This one is kind of small for a 500 gram.
I feel like I've seen some 200 grams that are that size.
It's kind of light. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a 200 gram that's
Well,
this
that's
size,
a
but
big 200 gram, or yeah, maybe a little over.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of interested. I'm wondering if it's just over that 200 gram threshold that it couldn't be a 200 gram.
Okay.
But then you have the 350s though.
You just don't see too many of those.
No.
I'm guessing there's a lot that could fit into that category, but they just call them 500 grams because they sell better.
Probably. But this one has got the performance right there on the side. It says it's 2 shots at a time on there.
What am I looking at? Now where's the performance?
Right over there, where it says.
Oh, okay, in the star. I was trying to read the warning there. All right, 2 shots at a time. White comet tail to white glitter. Green comet tail to green glitter. Silver comet tail to brocade crown. End with the finale of silver comet tail to brocade crown. Okay.
Yeah.
And this, how many shots it says on there? 30 shots.
30 shots.
Okay.
30 shots. And this cake, the fun thing about this cake is it's we got it for $18.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That is the least expensive 500 gram cake I have ever seen.
Where did we get that for $18?
Boomland.
Got that at Boomland. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's even more evidence that, hey, maybe that's just the upper end of a 200 gram almost.
Right. But we're going to see what it's got.
Okay.
I think that it starts out kind of slow and then has a little bit of a finale to
Okay.
it that kind of picks
Cool.
up at the end.
Yeah, I feel like on a 500 gram, you're going to want that finale in most of them. There's going to be exceptions, that but you kind of want that to be your finale cake with the money you spend on a 500 gram a lot of
I'm
times.
going to cut the tops off of these.
Man, let's do it.
So we're going to compare the bore size on them and just see, because I know the last one is going to have some angle to it. This one I don't think is going to have. This one doesn't. I know it doesn't have any angle to it. But we've got this up there as well.
These are all about the same bore size, it looks like, if not identical.
Yeah.
All right. And spaced out there, no angle, no nothing.
Right.
All right. I'm going to stick my finger in there. Yeah, I can get down there, but it's all the way up to the top of my pinky finger to get to that. I wonder if it's going to be different on any of these, or they're all going to be the same. That one seems a little lower there. Okay.
Yeah.
But all pretty similar. Got it.
Okay.
All right. We're done with Chromtastic for now?
Yep.
All right. Cutting Edge. We'll be back to that later on tonight. What we got here?
Next up, we've got Gunfighters from Hell
All right.
by Black Cat.
Yeah, this makes me think of Pantera.
Right.
I think that was on their debut album there. That was the title track, wasn't it? Cowboys from Hell?
Cowboys from Hell.
Yeah. All right.
Excellent album.
It is, isn't it? It's, yeah. They were real clean. They weren't quite as, I don't know. They were almost on the edge of glam metal, but getting heavier. They had the clean guitar, the wailing guitar and stuff.
I thought they had kind of a nasty sound, kind of a
All right.
kind of a chuggy, it's kind of a groove metal. I don't remember what we were calling it back then, but it was different though, for sure.
It wasn't speed metal.
No, definitely not that. It wasn't thrash or anything, but it was still.
But it wasn't real guttural vocals. It was clean vocals.
Clean vocals, yeah. You had the clean vocals.
That's where I was going with that.
Oh yeah, well you had the clean vocals. Now you've got a clearer picture of the performance right there.
Okay. All right, 49 shots, rapid firing, colorful brocades, chrysanthemums, willows, glitter, and leaves. Okay, so yeah, we might as well just say You got some of everything.
Yeah, I'm curious about those leaves, man, because that's an effect you don't get a lot.
Yeah, you don't see it much, right?
It's not a super impressive effect, like, you know, just outwardly. It's kind of more of a subtle type effect, but it's definitely one that you don't see a lot of. So I'm very interested to see how it's gonna.
And I have learned something about leaves.
What's that?
Well, we had, in fact, it's gonna drop before this one does, but it hasn't dropped at the time we're shooting this one. So it gives you some insight into like our production schedule. It's not like the next day we're dropping this stuff on YouTube after we shoot it, but we did a rocket comparison, our second one, and one of the effects was, no, it might have been the missile. It was one or the other, the missile or the rockets.
Yeah.
Where it had the falling leaves, and I panned away from it to go to the next rocket and didn't track it. And I'm not going to do that with this cake.
Okay.
All right.
The missiles, that was the missiles.
That was the missiles.
That
okay.
was the missiles.
I really did. I was disappointed with my work on that one.
Okay, okay.
I'll do better. I promise.
And we're looking at this, a slightly bigger bore size than the Chromtastic. Not much, but I know that I can feel the.
It looks, you know what, interesting, it looks the same on the exterior diameter, but a thinner wall to make a bigger interior
because I
diameter.
know my finger got stuck when I stuck it all the way down in there, but
And
it doesn't do it here.
It's a lot higher up, the composition on these.
Yeah.
So, and this is a higher price point, I expect.
Higher price point, and it's a much heavier cake.
It's just got more to it.
Yeah, a lot more
All right,
to it.
but
there.
still no angle, no variation in bore size. It's all straight up and down.
Everything straight up. Yeah.
All right.
49 shots.
And more shots, more boom, bigger cake.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Next up, we've got Beatzilla from Danger Doll.
And I've been looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I have too.
We've been sitting on this one for a minute.
This is one that you got at Schneider Fireworks,
Right.
in St. Joseph, Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is. I love the packaging on this. I mean, this guy is really. He's jamming.
He's pretty chill, man.
He's pretty chill, but he looks like he's jamming.
I think he's on something, but he's down with the scene, is what he is.
Yeah, and this.
He got him some bananas. He's good to go.
There's a performance.
All right. Let me see if I can pick this up on the camera. Huge bumping breaks of red, lemon, and green to golden chrysanthemum, green and purple mine to green with gold chrysanthemum, and golden chaos. I don't even know what that is. Nobody does. It's just provocative. More golden chaos with red, followed by a finale of blue mine to, what is that? Thai golden willow? What is that?
Oh, probably titanium.
Oh, titanium golden willow. Okay, got it. So Thai golden is probably how it's pronounced.
Yeah, titanium
Silver
willows.
palm and golden chrysanthemum. Okay.
Yeah. So this looks like it's going to have a lot of crackle and some willows and some looks like it's going to have some color.
And this big fella is 24 shots too. So I'm expecting these some big bores and some of this stuff to hit.
And
That's kind of what I'm expecting.
It also says to face this side toward the audience.
Okay, so we're expecting some angle based on that indication.
So we're going to cut this off, and we're going to see what we've got in here.
I hate to cut up them bananas, man. Without having like some Cheerios to put them on.
Right? Cheerios.
Yeah, you don't put bananas on your Cheerios?
I don't eat Cheerios. Cheerios are
What do you eat with bananas?
not much these days.
All right.
Banana pudding. I like banana pudding.
That's some good stuff. All right, he got a little dented there.
Yeah.
He'll be all right.
That'll be all right.
Okay, so those are straight up through the middle. Okay, I see now. I see now why that's looking a little wonky. Because they're straight up through the middle, and then we got
the one
four
sides
across
that fire
this
out,
side.
and these here fire out, the middle straight up. Yeah, that's kind of got a few things. This kind of fans out here at the back.
Yeah, fans out.
So
at the
that's
back
a little.
there.
That whole
So
thing is.
they all fan out except that middle row. It looks like.
Yeah.
All right.
Really big bores too.
How deep is this? Okay, I can't get down to the composition with my finger there.
But that's a much taller cake. I mean, so
Yeah.
you compare the size.
I can on the back. Not that one. Just that one I could. I mean, just barely. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, that's a much taller cake than the because this cake is, you know, I mean, it's coming. That would be up
Right.
to about here on
Right,
there
right,
where the
right.
composition is. So those big bores, those are wide. Those are some.
They're wide and we're expecting some thump.
Yeah.
This guy likes his beat. It says Beatzilla. It
Beatzilla.
better hit us with yeah, some of that bass.
Yeah.
All right.
Really been looking forward to this.
I'm looking forward to it too. I'm glad we finally brought this out of the stash and put it on display, because this, well, I hope we're not overselling it, but we're expecting something kind of cool out of it.
Well, you know, we did the man-eater shells from Danger Doll, and those hit pretty hard.
That's another one we haven't put on the air yet, but probably will be by the time this one airs.
Oh yeah, by the time this is
so it'll be past tense by the time you're viewing this. Yeah. And somebody actually wrote something on that.
I wrote 38 on there.
Is that what that is, or 78?
That's a 3.
Yeah, you pretty sure?
I'm pretty sure it's like
Did you write that?
You're reading it upside down over there.
Well, yeah, all right. Okay. So 38.
I don't know, maybe you write 7s like that. I mean, I've seen your handwriting.
Well, my handwriting's not so good. I'm not going to say it is. Okay, what else we got for these?
That's it.
We just need the sun to fall down, and we're going to get to work on this.
Yeah, these are going to be fun.
We'll catch y'all after dark, Boomers. Hang with us. Okay, Boomers. Here we are after dark at the river park, and we got us some 500-gram cakes here. We detailed them for you earlier, so we're just going to shoot them in a row. Smallest to largest, Chromtastic 49-shot Beatzilla, correct?
Gunfighters from Hell. You said 49.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm looking at 49 shots. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Chromtastic Gunfighters from Hell.
And the Cowboys from Hell. All right, I'm backing off.
All right.
So you put some distance between me and them.
Yeah.
And who makes that Chromtastic again?
Cutting Edge.
Cutting Edge.
And they sell it for $18 at Boomland.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the super bargain.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't come off like a super bargain. I hope
we'll
we get...
see. That's why we're...
I hope it performs well above its price point.
What's that?
I hope it performs well above its price point.
Yes. That's why we're putting flame diffuse here.
Yeah, put it to the test.
You think you're back far enough?
Ish. I was gonna get back right about to this break. I'm about where I want to be. Let's do this.
All right, you got focus?
Yeah.
Chromtastic. It's magically Chromtastic. We're starting with some little 200-gram size breaks here. Let's see if it picks up. A lot more like a 200.
Yeah. A lot of shots, but they were pretty weak.
Yeah, a lot more like a 200. A little flourish at the end, but I wouldn't want to pay more than $18 for that. That's for sure.
I gotta say, I can think of some 200s at that price point I'd rather fire.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here we go with Gunfighters from Hell. Little falling leaves at the end. That was the falling leaves right there at the end. Just a couple of shots worth. Well, that was a lot louder, that's for sure. A lot more going on in that one. I'll put that down there to make room for Beatzilla.
What do you think, Jody? We're going to get a little bit more out of this next one?
I expect we better.
I sure hope so. We've been looking forward to this one.
Yeah, Beatzilla. Please don't let us down. By Danger Doll.
Yeah.
Well, that filled the sky. What do you think, Nat?
Yeah, that was clearly the winner. But it also was much higher in price point. So you gotta weigh what you're paying for, I guess. I know it was 18 on the Chromtastic. What was it on that Gunfighters?
30.
30. So that kind of split that's just the step up, and we were at 56, I think, on the Beatzilla.
Something like that.
It was over 50.
Yeah.
Easily the winner in terms of pop, but twice the price too.
Yeah.
Some of those little flourishes on that Gunfighter were cool.
Were pretty cool, and the end of it was very cool.
But Beatzilla just hit harder for sure, and had a lot wider spread on its firing angle too.
Oh, I liked the angle, and when it was putting up 4 shots at a time,
Yeah.
it had the mines going with it.
Yeah,
yeah, I really enjoyed that.
There was some cool stuff going on.
Yeah, that's the thing about a 500 gram. When they go really quick like that, you know, I mean, I mean, you know, you're not going to have both duration and big breaks.
Okay.
You know, not for under $100, really, I don't think. I mean, there are some cakes out there where you get both.
Right.
But they're going to cost you.
So, well, there we go.
Yeah.
I'd say that was a fun cake. It was the winner tonight. For twice the price, yeah, probably. I mean, it depends on what you want out of your money, I guess. The other ones were different. They were just more shots, right?
If I wanted a real finale piece, though, I would want, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. And that's kind of what you want out of a 500 gram in my mind.
I think so, too, because I think most people, you know, you're not going to have more than 1 or 2 of these if you're doing like something with your family or whatever.
Right.
Maybe if you've got friends and everybody's getting together, then you might have multiple people.
You might have a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. Different people.
And in that case, yeah, you might want some more variety, like those smaller cakes there. And I think I would probably stay away from that Chromtastic. It was underwhelming.
It was, and I think I would stay away from it. I would rather get a couple of different 200 grams, because that's basically all that was.
Yeah. With more shots.
200 grams.
That's where the powder went, was to have more tubes in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, those effects were all right. All right. Well, that's what we got. Feel free to leave your comments if you have opinions similar to ours or different. We'd love to hear them, and let us know what you think in general. What else we got?
That's it.
Let's call it a wrap, man. That's it until we put together about 3 more 500 gram cakes on this deal here.
Right.
All right. Catch you next time, Boomers. Thanks for joining us.